session. This is distance healing. So nice to see everyone. And we are broadcasting live throughout many areas throughout the world, actually. Tongren Distance Healing is where I am here and using energy distance healing. And in a way, actually, over the reason I hesitate is because I've learned some new information recently about what distance healing is. And it is not necessarily a transmission. It is a reorganization of energy. Since all energy exists, it cannot be destroyed or created. Therefore, from my perspective where I'm sitting, using kind of the logic of quantum physics, I am changing, in essence, the protons from my end to allow the biophotons to be either absorbed or released from me to you. So that's a little bit more of a deep understanding of Tongren and distance healing. But what I want to do, I want to get started right away for people and get their requests. So each week we have specific requests, and we give everybody a mini session. It works in many ways more in alignment with quantum physics and Buddhism, because there is no separation. There is just a reassignment of existing energy in the universe, with the intention of my mind, which, as we know by science, is utilizing the biophotons from the intention to basically manage that process and to send or to allow energy to be more available on the receiving end. So let's begin right away. Regardless of what I said, it works. It's great. And we work with Happy Mama first. Chi for perfect blood, lymph, and a strong immune system. Blessings and gratitude to you too. So this is basic on the methodology that I teach so that everybody can do Tongren easily. So they can actually learn it themselves, treat others, and understand the basic ideas. These tools here are just a tool to help the mind to focus. That's all. These tools don't do anything specifically. So, and these are techniques that have been around thousands of years. Ayurvedic, Indian medicine, yoga, shamanic healing, Reiki, all of those things. So we have a 3-part process to make it nice and easy for me to remember and for me to teach and for me to explain. Blood flow. So we work on blood flow, nerve flow for everything. And hello, Cal Fox, Mumashari, and Anne Denning as well. Blood flow to the brain command points, because we want to initialize kind of our CPU, our central processing area, because we want to reestablish the brain wound connection that has been lost by blockages or deficiencies or toxicities. Command points to the brain stem. And let's work right away on the bone marrow. And let me know in the chat if anybody had a difficulty signing in on my website. I got a message about some need to upgrade. It's kind of the mantra of computer businesses. You need more, you need to upgrade, you're out of date, all those wonderful things. So, perfect blood. Where does blood come from? The bone marrow. T1 from the bone marrow. So I'm going to check in a moment to see if we have Valerie with us to give us an extra boom for the biophotons. And let's just double check that in a moment. But I don't want to miss anyone, so I will jump to my text. We do have some people that text us as well. So we have joint, bladder, skin. And COVID. Yes. So okay, here's a big alert announcement. We are 61 cans tonight, 61 units of energy for everyone, and we will be receiving Tongren session. So tonight is a biohealing increase, about double from last week. So this is significant, and basically want to give you, if you can give us feedback, ideally sit flat with your feet flat on the floor, palms face up, and give us feedback on the quality of the energy, the intensity of the energy, and how you're feeling afterwards and over the next few hours. Always have something to drink after the session, because this will be technically a more intense session. So let's get back to Instagram. Hopefully that's still working. There we go. Let me know if we're back. And let's also tap for Esther and Happy Mama. T1 for the bones. Cranial sacral fluid for the bones. Crystal Palace. To the medulla, to the T1 area, to the tailbone to support the bones. The lymph system, we'll do some lymph points now. We'll do a complete lymph tune-up. And let me know on Instagram if we're back. Hopefully we are. I think we are live. Strong immune system, T1 to T8. T1 to T8 also for Esther. S1 to S5 for Esther. So Anne and Mumashari, let me know if you can see me on Instagram. I'm pretty sure it's working. T1 to T8 for COVID. And eyes, ears, nose. Lymph system, we're back on track, thank you. T3 for the lymph. T7 for the spleen, for Catherine as well. And C1 to C7. Blood flow and nerve flow for the lower legs, edema, ankles as well. For everyone out there with ankles. And grounding. S1 to S5 for Esther. Bladder area inflammation, T1 to T7, T1 to T8. and grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And next, Laura for balanced hormones. Dorothy Marshall is here. Macular degeneration plus cataracts. Cataracts twice in a row. Let's do that. Blood flow to the brain. So remember the book. I'm going to see if I can pick it up right here. The Cataract Cure. Blood flow to the brain, but the ouch point for the eyes. And also good to put castor oil on your eyelids, especially at night, and then it will increase circulation and start to melt the cataracts as well. So there's 2 techniques. Blood flow to the brain. Brain command points. Let's get in the center. Hey, does everybody see this before? So the Cataract Cure is a book, but it's a product, which is an eye drop, NAC, amino acid, and it'll be good for the cataracts. Anti-inflammatory diet can reverse cataracts as well. So the ouch point for the eyes for Dorothy and Carol. Also good for macular degeneration, wet both eyes. So cataracts, growth hormone. And you're welcome, Carol. And Joanna Kotowski says, please tap for your daughter who is having right back pain next to a mole. Oftentimes a mole, for some reason, is indicative of a deficiency or a blockage underneath a mole. That's not uncommon. So more for the eyes, cataracts, and macular degeneration. GV17 and C3. And also GB13 right side for the anxiety. And we'll do more work for the bones and osteoporosis. Lower right back pain. C3 for the eyes. And T1 for the bones and osteoporosis. Bone density. Dairy is one of the biggest causes of osteoporosis. It's for baby cows. It has an inappropriate ratio of minerals. It creates a net acid effect of calcium, and therefore the calcium will be leached from the bones, creating thin bones. T1 to T8 also for osteoporosis, anti-inflammation. Yep, so we had a kind of a rough start, but we're in the middle of working. We are increasing every week the amount of biophoton units. This week is 61. Let me know how you feel. And Linda, yep, we will work on tinnitus, hot flashes, and autoimmune. Hopefully we will give a blast that will blast out all of this. We're looking for the next available full moon for our process, which looks like it will be March, Sunday or Monday. The MedBed Center is not open on the weekends, so it makes it a little bit more difficult unless you go and rent their 3-day pass, which is an option. So in the Boston area, if people are interested, I could do a 3-day pass. Others can take one of those 3 days, and I can take one, and somebody else can take one as well. T1 to T8. GV20 for cataracts for growth hormone out of control. And grounding to liver 3. And kidney 1. Okay. Balanced hormones, calm mind, much abundance, and a stroke affecting the right side. So let's continue. Let's look to the brain. GB13 right side, GV20, 22, hormone balancing, yin Tong third eye for abundance, for Laura. And while we're here in the brain, for gleeful pal, stroke affecting right side, so we will focus on the left side of the brain. Strengthening the heart and kidneys, so T1 and T5, especially T5. The nerves of the right side, brachial plexus, right side, lumbosacral plexus for the right side as well. T5 for the heart, L2 for the kidneys, gleeful pal, and L3 for the prostate. This is a great herbal remedy, a simple beginning start. It's called Prostate Care or Prostate Support from a company called Crystal Star, a company that I used when I had BPH many years ago. T1 to T8. So let's focus on headache points. GB20 is the classic point. If you can massage under your skull, out there, right about halfway between the ear and the center, GB20. So, all along the occiput for the headache, and GB gallbladder 20 right at the edge of the skull on the left side and right side. So hopefully that will help. And with our approximately 61 units. Yep, we're doing all kinds of stuff here. We have actually a Tesla purple plate. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these. It's anodized aluminum. Also a biophoton generator. This is invented by Tesla, the Tesla purple plates. From the purpleplatesla.com. And all of these technologies, these are crystal embedded electroculture coils. So think different, all kinds of stuff out there. What else do I have here? Oh, nothing else special. But we're focused on the biophotons, and we are triangulating the biophoton drive from California to Massachusetts, which will basically fulfill the entire North America with a luminiferous ether of stronger power and more coherence, which is basically frequencies that are kind of intermingling as opposed to blockading each other. T1 to T8. Okay, so we worked on the large prostate, so eager dreamer. And let's see who else is coming. Joanne Kotowski, make sure we get that. Lower right pain. Again, lumbosacral plexus for your daughter. And Linda, you're next. Linda. So, quantum biology is not that far-fetched. It just means that the biology of our bodies is based upon something as small as particles of quantum physics. Then it works its way up, and it's all about frequencies and light. And there, once you understand that core part, you build up from there, and then from there, everything is brought forth. So let's work on tinnitus, so blood flow to the brain. GP789 for the limbic system and the cranial nerves. Vestibular, cochlear nerve for the ears. And welcome, Kathy. Right now we're getting kind of a mini biophoton blast, 61 units. And I think you have to sign a waiver if we go any higher. But put on your seatbelts and we'll continue. Continue for the tinnitus, the hot flashes. Should be GV20. Pituitary, hypothalamus, and thalamus. Involvement. And autoimmune, T1 to T8. And Carol will continue with the bones. We'll do some more craniosacral fluid process, which supports the bones, nourishes the bone marrow. And digestion, T9, stomach and liver for Kathy Lunds. Microbiome for digestion. T11 for the small intestine, T12 large intestine, so T11, T12, and then L4. L5, the large intestine, the microbiome, the gut as well. So for digestion, lots of probiotics. If there is heat, use medical grade aloe vera, which I can send you a link to. And welcome, Dot. And hopefully, Mumashar, your headache will be gone. We'll do a little bit more on the headache points. Grounding, liver 3 and kidney 1 for the headache. Always consult your doctor, but there's a great product called Oxy Powder, which is ozonated magnesium oxide, which would be good for bowel blockages. It will cleanse out the colon, for sure. Ozonated magnesium oxide is a product called Oxy Powder. Talk to your doctor about it, but it basically flushes all the toxins out of the body from the entire digestive tract and cleanses the colon and eliminates constipation. We'll also work on those areas. Lumbosacral plexus, T9, stomach and liver, and overall gaining strength, which is great. and grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And there are no more 715 groups. We're going to just do it with the entire community at the same time, 6 to 7. But the specific people in the group can just send us very specific feedback. I just sent an email on that. It was probably before you gave us your time, gave us your chat there. But we are in it right now. And we are at 60 units. I usually tap with 1, sometimes 3. Then we went to 31. Now we're going to 61. And then for the biophoton blast, I think that will be a couple hundred units. So for sure, you must sign the waiver. Blood flow to the brain. This is all about biophotons creating energy, not creating anything, moving. There is a fixed number of biophotons in the universe. When you have more protons, it allows more biophotons to be absorbed. When you have less biophotons, and they move to another location in the universe. So that makes you think that we are transmitting protons, proton and biophoton management through our consciousness. So let's work on TBI for Marnie and Deb. Command points of the brain, GB13, C1, C2 for release pressure. So the occiput, C1, C2 for TBI. Balance is GV17, balance and nausea. And Suzanne has a comment. The energy feels stronger. I feel a little lightheaded. Drink some liquids, especially electrolytes. Take some deep breaths and relax. If it's too much, just walk away. It should be pretty gentle, but we want to be careful and mindful of everyone. I'll organize this maybe a little bit differently. And here's Dave and Val, 61 cans tonight. Woohoo! And here we go. We'll continue with the TBI. In Tong, third eye. GB789. Everything related to 3 blood supplies for the brain for TBI. And Augustina as well. Carotid artery. So for Augustina, there are 4 bags of tea coming to the New York address. Keep an eye out for that. Carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery. It will probably arrive on Tuesday, if not sooner. C3 for receding gums. Are you still trying the Nature's Smiles? I'm still trying it. Thyroid, C6, C7, calcium balancing. Window for forgetfulness, cognitive stuff, C6, C7, thyroid, calcium balancing, thyroid, parathyroid. And T1 to T8 for autoimmune conditions, but T4 for the breast cancer for Kelly. Highly recommend the SEAC tea. It was an interview, a Q&A session over an hour. Great information. Made me feel even more confident in the product, especially because of the very sincere people working on that very specific advanced formula, which is the only SEAC formula that I support. And for Kim, C3 for the eyes, growth hormone. Keep doing Qigong for the eyes. You might want a little bit of castor oil on the eyelids. Increase circulation, increase the opportunity to nourish that area. Always, of course, consult your doctor, but I think that would be a good one for you. And thyroid issues, check your iodine levels. And C6, C7 for blockages. And radiation detox. T1 to T8. Seaweed is one of the best things you can do. T1 to T8. Sleep in Tong, third eye. Vagus nerve for the relaxation response, GB12. So let me know if you do sleep better, grateful being. That would be great. And for Augustina and Santino, 3 blood supplies to the brain, carotid artery, vertebral artery, and occipital artery. Yep, and keep an eye out, Marie, for the tea coming from Newburyport, I think, Massachusetts. Coming from Massachusetts. Three blood supplies, and then the target area GV17 for Augustina and Santino. Vertebral artery, spinal artery. Absolutely. T1 to T8 detox from mold. Best thing to do is clay cleanse. And hello, angelic lights. Lungs and sinuses, T3, C3 for the sinuses, T1 to T8 for infections, collected champion. T9 right side for the liver. Broken right foot, definitely a clay poultice with comfrey. It's a bone knitter. Yep. Lots of silica, lots of vitamin D, vitamin D3, K2, and there are some other ones. Citrus quadrangularis, which is also a bone knitting herb. That would be the way you want to go. And I will get to the center here. And let's work on the output. Blood flow and nerve flow to the foot. T7 for blood flow, lumbar sacral plexus, for the nerve flow, and the right foot ouch point. Happy Thursday to you too. So let's continue. Gentle left mid shaft humerus, blood flow to the brain. Brain command points. So Tongren can help you to absorb vitamin D if you increase fermented foods. That will help you absorb these things. Vitamin D, of course, is from the sun, so get a sublingual tincture, highly bioavailable, such as the globalhealing.com website. Command points to the brain, and then lumbosacral plexus and left mid shaft humerus. I always think of H-U-R, her, humerus, ulnar, and radial. So halfway down for the humerus, follow the muscles, and then nerves, source, brachial plexus. To release muscle atrophy, you will need oxygen, you'll need silica for collagen formation, and good sources of vitamin D, K3, D3, K2, B12. D10, 11, gallbladder, gallstones, T9, T10, gallbladder, gallstones. So for the lower lids, you can try a little bit of castor oil on the eyelids themselves. And let's check back with your hands are burning up. Yep, just relax, breathe deeply, everyone, as we continue on with our process. Dot Mulcahy, peritoneal cancer, and Carol Fox, a wave of heat come over me, lasted a few minutes. It wasn't hot flash because I don't get them. Okay, hands are burning up. So these are the feedbacks we're getting right at the moment from people with the about 61 units of Tesla biohealing energy. So just imagine when we do the immersion again on a full moon as well, there we will invite everyone to participate in that. Our primary goal, of course, is world peace, healing for everyone, but then you focus sitting flat. And that'll probably be on the full moon in March. That's what we're looking at. And yes, I don't want to miss Carol, blood flow to the brain. Dot Mulcahy. Peritoneal cancer, which I did not get before, which I will do now. T7, blood flow, lumbosacral plexus, and tailbone 1 to 4 for the peritoneum area. Sacrum 1 to 5, tailbone 1 to 4. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1, especially with the people feeling more feedback. Let me get this. So I added that up to the actual screen. And let's continue on from the website. Epstein-Barr virus. There is an Epstein-Barr virus homeopathic tincture. I think the company is called Pure Formulas, so I definitely go with that. Pancreatic cyst. That would be a castor oil pack. Fatty liver. Castor oil pack on the liver as well, and the pancreas alternate. Anxiety once the evening comes. The darkness. More vitamin D. Blood to the brain. GB13. Command points to the brain. Epstein-Barr virus, T1 to T8, antiviral. Also clay baths, antiviral. Zinc, T3 as well. T1 to T8, Epstein-Barr virus. They can be dormant in the body for decades. T8, esophagus and pancreas on the right side, especially a cyst. Castor oil packs, that is one of their superpowers to remove cysts. Castor oil packs. Fatty liver, reduce fat from your diet down to 10% for a couple of months. Fatty liver can be reversed, and we'll work on it right now. T9 as well. GB13 right side, and then the in-tongue third eye pineal gland for light, and if there is a relationship with the darkness and the anxiety. Autoimmune for Lakshmi, lumbosacral plexus, brachial plexus, nerves down to both elbows. Breathe through the nose. Sleep tape at night. That's the way to go. Healthy cholesterol. Again, gallbladder, bile duct. But stop consuming cholesterol, which is animal products, and then your cholesterol will go down. And more exercise. Balancing sugar. Eat things like apples, which increase the insulin sensitivities, and reduce the fat intake as well, because that creates insulin resistance, which causes sugar issues and diabetes. If you don't have that, that's great. Emotional balancing, GB13 right side, pancreas, T8 right side. Hello, Esther. Got your message. So let me know how you're doing, Susan. So, amazing legend leukemia and bone health. We'll work on for a few people. Let's go to the brain. Dissolving of a fibroma, that would definitely be the place for a castor oil pack and these castor oil packs, maybe add in some frankincense into them as well to help accelerate the detoxification. Blood flow to the brain. Headache improved. Great news. Hello, angelic lights. Glad the headache improved. We can do some more of that. Gallbladder 20. Grounding for the headaches. So, brachial plexus for blue sky, right femur bone. That's the leg. Lumbosacral plexus, FFT, femur, fibula, and tibia. Heart health, T5 and CV17 for sure. Pain, neck free. Let's work on the trapezius of the shoulder muscles and the shoulder release point. gallbladder 21, right in the middle of the shoulder, a little raised area. If you work on that, and grounding T1 to T8 also for fibroma as well. So let's do craniosacral fluid for all the bones, bone issues, leukemias, everything. Crystal Palace to GB17 to T1, tailbone 1 to 4. Hello, Pamela. A serious legend, you are Pamela. Gastric cancer. So remember, more oxygen, less cancer. Anything you can do to get oxygen in the body, alkaline oxygenating diet. SEAC T, 4.5 months to 6 months to see the major improvement. This company even guarantees the product to within, if you wait at least 4.5 months or so, then if the tumor doesn't shrink, they will return all your money. So blood flow to the brain, blood flow, nerve flow, vertebral artery to the spinal artery. T1 to T8 for oxygen, anti-cancer. T6 for the diaphragm. So the phrenic nerve to T6 and CV17 for oxygen, which is anti-cancer for everyone. T8, T9, gastric cancer, lower back pain, lumbar 1 to 5, and S1 from Sjogren's. Grounding for liver 3 and kidney 1. So let's work for Faris's mom. Blood flow to the brain, ouch point for the eyes. Arrhythmia, so watch the electrolytes. And blockages, CV17 and T5. I probably ask this almost every month, but how old is your mom, Ferris? So the management of the bioelectrical signals start in the hypothalamus, the hypothalamus itself. C3 for the eyes, castor oil on the eyelids will be great. C3 for the eyes. Ouch point to the eyes, blood flow to the eyes, facial artery. So Lynn has a question: when you pause and put hand over the doll, I'm not sure what you mean, but there are techniques where you can scan for blockages. It's also a way for clearing, but I wasn't aware that I was doing it. But pause and put the hand over the doll. Yep, let me know if that makes sense. S1 to S5, including for Esta. So on Saturday, 2/24, the place is not open. So therefore, we will not do it this Saturday. I thought they were. So I'm going to get more organized. I was just pulled away for about 10 days for medical emergency situation. So it will probably be the full moon blast will be in March. And we have to figure it'll probably be a Monday full moon. I think it's on Sunday to Monday. They're not open on Sunday, so I'll figure it out. But for now, we've gone from 3 units to 31 units to this week 61 units approximately. And then we will continue on, and mostly to get your feedback because we've basically doubled the immersion of the biophoton field. And also for Faris, for his eyesight issues and blurriness as well. Let's do that. And one more round for everyone, and a lymph tune-up for everyone. Blood flow to the brain. A big tune-up for everyone. Focusing on all the biophoton stream, or the luminiferous ether, as it's called. Say that 10 times. And then to increase the engagement of the availability of biophotons in your own bodies to open up a blockage. Command points of the brain. Also tap for Tim, the Watchman process. For Jay, lumbosacral plexus. For Liam and Christine, T1 to T8. Sinuses, C3, T1 to T8 for Liam and Christine. T1 to T8, lumbosacral plexus. So all the nerves for everyone. And the eyes again for Faris. Blood flow, the facial artery, carotid artery, the eyes, the optic nerve, GV23, 24. Blood pressure for the eyes, GV17. Blood flow, nerve flow to the liver for the eyes, Chinese medicine. So, if anything, Dave and Valerie will tap on the 25th full moon anyway, so that's great. I would jump in on that. That is midnight Eastern time. She does this quite a bit. This is Valerie, and she's working together with us to increase the units of the biophotons. Why? Because we want to increase the availability of healing energy in the body, pretty much. Yes, that is the midnight tapper. Go for it. And grounding to liver 3 and kidney 1. And grounding Let's work again. Hot flashes, GV20, L3, cranial circle fluid, crystal palace, 014, liver 3, and kidney 1. Yeah, I highly recommend these purple plates from Tesla. These technologies developed in the 1800s. They're brilliant. I have a bracelet for my parent, my mom, as well. So we'll do one more check, and then we will do a clearing for everyone. Quirky civilian. Yep, there will be 58 biophotons cans, 58 units on midnight, the full moon. Wow, that'll be at midnight, a special time as well. So anybody and everybody go for it. Full moon, 58 biophotons. And how would they connect with you? They just give you their name, or what do you suggest, Dave and Valerie? If you could let us know. So we will do a clearing. We'll do Qigong transmission. And if I'm correct, when we do the immersion plus D58 cans, I think that will be, I forget, 250 units of biophotons in the MedBed Center, MADBED. So we'll finish up. Everyone can breathe in through your nose, out through your nose. Longer exhales activate the relaxation response. Breathe and allow the biophotons, Yi Dao Qi, as they say in Chinese, the mind leads the Qi, or the biophotons. Where our mind goes, the energy follows. Just accept the energy. There you go. Have it in your mind at that time. Just accept the energy, and it actually works for the entire planet. Okay, everyone, and then a clearing sound. Blessings to all of you. Thank you for the opportunity that you've given me to share this time and healing energy with all of you. Take care and have a good night. Be kind to one another and be well. Thank you. Yes, please thank Valerie and Dave very much for their support. They're amazing. They really know about this stuff. In many ways, a lot more than I do. Connecting with different energies and different healing modalities, and we're blessed to have them joining us as well. So thank you very much, and have a good night. Thank you, Sherry Godet, Sharon Brown, Catherine, Linda, Catherine McGlynn. Sorry, not Joanne Makowski, and Dot Mulcahy, Kathy, Carol Fox, Good night.